There is nothing more heartbreaking to me as a Baha'i who fled religious persecution in Iran than to look at this country, America, that gave me refuge over 40 years ago, and to see people from my own community, people who know exactly what it feels for 200 years to be lied about, to be hated for who we are and what we believe in, to be persecuted from cradle to grave, to be joining in and to participate in the oppression of Black Americans and not even care about their continued suffering. When I try to talk about this, some people in my own community tell me I don't understand America. They say it's not that bad for Black people, that they are just complaining, that we made it here, so can they. They tell me it's the Black Americans' culture, insinuating that they're lazy, immoral, ungrateful, that they don't value hard work, family, education, that they are the cause of their own problem and persecutions. They say also, give it time. And as I listen, my heart freezes because they're telling me all the things I was brought up to hear about myself and hundreds of thousands of other Baha'is in Iran. Even the current lies of the regime, that the lies that they use to persecute the Baha'is, that we are immoral, that we're infidels, that we're agents of foreign powers, that we're destroying the fabric of the Iranian nation. It is the same poison, just in a different bottle. I think that's what shocks me the most. If they truly connect with what was done and being done to us, what it feels like being a scapegoat, we would get ourselves sorted out and stand on the right side of justice right here in America. As Baha'is, we're taught that the first principle of our faith is the oneness of humanity and the elimination of all forms of prejudice, especially racial prejudice. How can we believe that and not see the struggle of Black brothers and sisters as our own? Baha'u'llah compared Black people to the Black people of the eye, where the light of the Spirit shines through. He said this at a time when American society was pervaded by the false doctrine of white supremacy, designed to justify enslavement and mistreatment of millions of enslaved African Americans and to keep them forever locked in an inferior place. But how did Abdu'l-Baha see Black people when he came to America in 1912? We have to remember that. In the face of all that degradation, this metaphor instead offers respect, dignity, and purpose. It suggests that the unique historical experience of Black Americans, the hardship and suffering they've endured from enslavement to the present day, has endowed them with a collective insight into the human condition. Their vision is so needed for all of humankind to overcome the blight of racism and anti-Blackness, and to see and treat everyone with the eye of oneness, and to see our essential unity and diversity. The call for civil rights started by Black people in America. It changed laws that allowed people, millions of immigrants like me, to come here, and has been an inspiration for justice movements for downtrodden people from all over the world. It's a spiritual struggle for the dignity of all humanity that God has given to all people. So it looks to me from where I stand that Black people in this country are being oppressed with a passive inaction to active assistance of some of our own very people who've come over here seeking justice and freedom and believing in oneness and unity. And I find this profoundly and deeply sad. We can do better. We can and we must.